Our session objectives for today, after we highlighted the philosophical, okay, the social perspectives of curriculum, today we are going to highlight the historical perspective of curriculum. So this will be our session objectives. First, list down the characteristics of a good curriculum using the historical perspective as examples. Second, to identify significant roles of teachers as curricularists from past up to present. So again, relating to the historical perspective of curriculum. And the third, narrate through an artistic output the Philippine significant curricular historical events from pre-Spanish to the present. So the last objective, the last aim will be your basis for your output for this session. But then again, the output will be due until next week. So mamaya i-discuss natin yan isa-isa. Okay, this will be our topic for tonight, the historical perspective of curriculum. And these are my references. If you have a time to search on these references, please grab a copy. I'm not promoting a book, but these are the references I use for this class. So this will be our session outline for you to be guided. First, we will discuss the characteristics of a good curriculum. Okay. Second, the teacher as a curricularist, like what are your role? If you are a curricularist, then what are the roles of teachers as curricularists? And lastly, curriculum development in the Philippines. So we will detail one by one the significant events in different periods in our history in relation to curriculum development. So let's start with the first topic, characteristics of a good curriculum. So on your screen, you would see the list of characteristics of a good curriculum. Let's start with number one. A good curriculum, it states here, is continuously evolving. Meaning to say, it's developing from time to time. It continuously updating. It's not stagnant. Okay? Lagi siyang nag-update. Laging pinapalitan if there are some modifications that are needed to be done. So it's not stagnant, it's not stable, it's not fixed. It's continuously evolving. Kaya, ang lesson dito, if you are a teacher, yung curriculum plan mo, na 10 years mo lang ginagamit at walang pagbabagong nagaganap, okay, given the different context, given the different type of learners we have, it's not a good curriculum anymore you are using. It should continuously evolve. So if you would see, during the American time up to present, our curriculum continuously evolved. Ang dami nang nauso ngayon. Before, it's teacher-centered, subject-centered. Now, we are now into a learner-centered curriculum. So really, it's continuously evolving. Next, it's based on the needs of the people, of course. That's why it's learner-centered. You base your plan on the needs of the people, of your learners. Okay, if they need to learn about addition, even if your lesson is about multiplication for that week, but they did not learn about addition and subtraction, ituro mo kasi yun ang kailangan nila. That's why I'm always saying and emphasizing that when we plan, we don't think about the topic. Okay, if it's learner-centered, that teacher ka, at sinasabi mong learner-centered ang approach mo, wag mong isipin yung topic na ituturo mo. Isipin mo kung ano yung kailangan nilang matutunan. What are their needs? Okay? We don't start with the subject matter because in that case, you are subject-centered. Okay? Next, number 3, it is democratically conceived. Walang pumwersa. Okay? There's freedom when it comes to the selection of activities like inside the classroom. I'm speaking on the standpoint of or perspective of a teacher, using curriculum on the perspective of a teacher. Like when you create your plan, wala naman nagdidikta sa'yo na itong activity na gamitin mo. Everything is decided by the teacher, depending on how he or she assesses the needs of the learners and of the community. Kung choppy ako, inform nyo ako baka merong hindi nakaririnig sa akin. But anyway, this one is recorded just to make sure that you will still view and review some parts which you missed because of poor internet connection. Next, number 4, result of a long-term effort. Okay, and that's correct. Okay, from time to time, we change it, we update it, we develop it. And long-term effort is that expect that your first plan, okay, will have flaws. Ayan. And as time passes by, yung plano mo na yan, like your lesson plan, nababago ng nababago until such point that it will reach this what we call 100% fit to your taste. Okay? Kasi nakita mo na, you already experienced the possibilities na pwedeng mangyari kasi you already implemented the plan. Ito yung nangyari, may ganyan, hindi mo in-expect. But on the second time that you are going to revise your plan, you already know about these possibilities because you already experienced them. So again, it's a result of a long-term effort. Number 5, it's a complex of details. Why? When you create your plan, there are so many things that we need to consider. Learners' needs, the needs of the society, your own philosophy, okay, your teaching philosophies, the resources. Okay, that's why it's a complex of details. That's why if you're going to review a plan, and simple-simple, no? Lesson plan, ginawa ni teacher, pero bago nagawa yan, ang daming bagay-bagay na kinonsider. There are so many things that the teacher, the school, okay, both have considered. Okay, they have considered a lot of principles, a lot of factors in crafting the curriculum. That's what we mean by it's a complex of details. It may seem simple, but the decision-making, the analysis, the different processes and activities involved, i-analyze mo, i-review mo, pipiliin mo yung activity, tama ba o hindi. Okay, these are things that are happening before you produce the plan. So it's a complex of details. Next, number 6, it provides a logical sequence of subject matter. And of course, obviously, if you have a plan, it's a guide. Okay? Kung nawawala ka, you don't know what to do, look at the plan. Look at the curriculum. Okay? Pag sinasabi naman natin curriculum guide sa mga teachers in schools, pag curriculum guide, doon nakalista yung mga competency. Okay? The different competencies which the learner should learn for the entire school year. So we are guided of the competencies that they need to learn for first quarter, week 1. Ito yung competencies na nasa week 2, week 3. And this curriculum guide na sinasabi ko, it's provided by the Department of Education. All we have to do is to implement and to write the lesson plan based on the scheduled competency. Nakakita na ba kayo ng curriculum guide? Is there anyone here who have seen a curriculum guide? Please thumbs up if you have seen a curriculum guide. Yung mayroong mga code, okay? Lalo na yung nag-FS na dyan, okay? Nag-field study. Yung mayroong mga code na skills, like to analyze viewing text by means of, and then natin yung EN, V711220 yung mga dito. If you have seen, or if you would like to see, you can download it through the internet. Search nyo lang curriculum guide, K-12. You would see what I mean. This refers to the list of competencies which the learner should gain, should master for the entire school year. So nandun yung parang budget of work siya from week 1 up to week 10 of every quarter. Okay, next. It complements and cooperates with community programs. Like what I said, it's not only the learner's need that we consider. We also consider the needs of the society. Eh baka naman yung tinuturo mo kahit need ng learner, hindi naman kailangan society. They are not going to use it in real life. Okay? Consider also the social needs. Like for this case, the social need is madalas technology na tayo, it's digital when it comes to teaching. Ay katulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon. So, the society calls that we should teach about ICT skills. Okay? We should learn about ICT skills. So that's the need now at the moment. Ano pa? Virtual communication. Ayan. The skills for virtual communication, these are pressing needs at the moment. Okay? So if you write your plan, base it on the current needs of the society. Complements and cooperates with community programs. Kung hindi ko to sinunod, malamang, mga 3 oras siguro tayo mag-online, mag-online, what they call this one, online class. Kasi hindi ko kino-consider yung needs nyo. Another, kung hindi ko to sinunod, one possibility, baka ipatawag ko kayo, mag-meet tayo face-to-face to have our classes. Because I'm not considering this one. So again, a good curriculum complements and cooperates with community programs. Another pa, in community programs, when it comes to solid waste management. Ayan, di ba? May mga community programs about solid waste management, about disaster risk and disaster management, ayan, i-align mo yan because these are things that are existing in real life, okay, outside the classroom. And these are authentic experiences. So pag nagturo ka, inject mo yung mga programs na yan into what you are teaching. Always align. Okay? Always relate. Yun ang sinasabi natin. So pag science, syempre, if you're talking about disasters, talking about typhoon, review mo yung program ng NDRRMC. MC ba yun? NDRRM? Management Council. I forgot the initials. The National Risk Disaster Management blah blah. No? Review their programs and then align your activities to their programs. Okay? Na pag tinuro mo pa yung program nila, it's authentic now. You are teaching something that is authentic. Why authentic? Because it's a material that is really used outside. Okay? Just like newspapers. Ayan. Next, it's for educational quality, of course. Okay? A good curriculum is always for educational quality. But the question is, how do we know if it's of quality? Okay? Again, balik tayo dun sa una. It's based on the needs of the learners. It's based on the needs of the community. Okay? That's educational quality. And number 9, it provides for administrative flexibility. What do we mean by number 9? What do we mean by number 9? A good curriculum provides for administrative flexibility. When say admin, it refers to the superiors. It refers to the administrative staff. Okay? Mga heads. Anong ibig sabihin ngayon ng flexibility? Yes. Miss Nick daw. Yes, Jeremy?
Wait lang po.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait lang po, sir.
Sige.
Naback ko.
Again, pag nag-off ang Zoom, balik ulit tayo. Alam na. Same link. Sige, while we are waiting for Jeremy to respond, let's have Miss Lusong. Yes, Marjeline?
Ano po ulit yung question, sir?
Number 9, you expound on number 9. What do we mean by administrative flexibility? When say admin, Ms. Luso, ito yung school head. Okay, mga school heads. Ang good curriculum daw, it provides for administrative flexibility. Na yan, mag-stretching lang rin principal. Mag-split lang everyday, flexibility.
Siguro po, sir.
That's your guess.
A good curriculum po, magiging if yung mga school head po or yung mga admin is magkakaroon po sila ng parang ano po sila, yung process po nila, yung pag-lead po nila is maganda, ganun. Okay. Kunwari po, ngayon pong online class, if yung mga teacher head po, yung mga needs po ng mga student or learners po, ginagawan po nila ng paraan. Kunwari
okay,
po yung
you are
po,
referring to the decision making, no? Yung mga programs na binibigay nila or kaya alternatives, interventions na binibigay nila, the school heads. And you are correct. Okay, that's what we call administrative flexibility. The admin can still decide. Like they could modify some parts. It's like a good curriculum, it says here, it gives freedom, space for the administrators to decide on some programs. Hindi yung good curriculum siya, eto na siya, susundin mo na lang. Wala ka ng chance na magdesisyon para sa eskwelahan. Lalo na given the fact that every school is subject to different needs. Okay? Bawat eskwelahan may kanya-kanyang pangangailangan. And bawat eskwelahan may kanya-kanyang resources. And we differ in terms of resources. That's why we need administrative flexibility so the admin could provide solutions, okay, to the problems. Ngayon, kung walang administrative flexibility ang curriculum, hindi sila binibigyan ng kalayaan na magdesisyon at susundin lang kung aning nandyan sa curriculum, paano naman yung walang library? Okay, paano naman kung sa curriculum may swimming lesson doon at kailangan ng swimming pool? No ka man tong swimming pool. Okay? So it's impossible. Lalo na yung nasa mga communities na agriculture sila, communities na corn ang pinoproduce nila, edi i-contextualize mo doon, di ba? Indigenize mo yung material, yung approach, okay, on how to develop the activities in their community. That's what we call administrative flexibility, that they can still decide on the needs of the school. Kahit na ito yung curriculum, pwedeng i-modify. Same with teachers. Okay? Yung mga binibigay sa amin is just a suggestion, recommended. We can modify based on how we assess on the needs of the learner. So gagawa kami ng plan, hindi namin kokopyahin as it is. Pwede bang may palitan na parts? Yes. As long as you meet the objectives. As long as you meet the competencies. Okay, paano yun? Sa curriculum na binigay sa amin, may library, pupunta ng library. Wala namang library sa eskwelahan namin. Okay? Pamilit ko, sali kong library? Of course not. Nung Nicole siguro, nung mayaman-yaman niya, paggawa yung sarili ng library, king luwal na ng eskwela, dadaretso na laka rin. Kasi tingat yung curriculum, pero hindi ganun, no? Well, good. Nung maging mission ng Nicole itong pamanipon libro niya, pag mag-donate siyang metong library king eskwelahan, wow. And then mo pa talaga statue kantay Nicole niya. Okay, it's impossible. There should be administrative flexibility, not only for school heads, even for teachers, pedagogical flexibility, that there is a space for us to decide on some points in our lesson. Okay, so those are the characteristics of a good curriculum. Let's now move to the second topic, that's teacher as a curricularist. So what are now your functions as teachers when it comes to curriculum development? Kung curricularist tayo, anong inang trabaho natin? Okay, these are the tasks of a teacher as a curricularist. If you are a curricularist, your first task, your first duty is to know the curriculum. Hi, required, sir, nabasa mo yung curriculum, ba't kindeped? Basa mo yung lesson plan mo? Of course. Okay, if you do not know the curriculum, how are you going to teach? Like what we've said, curriculum is a guide. Okay? It's a guide of everything that would transpire for the entire school year. If you are a curricularist, as a teacher, you should write the curriculum. Kaya nga tayo nagsusulat ng lesson plan natin. Okay? Pwedeng types the curriculum, sir? Yes, nung laptop yung gagamitan mo. Okay? The types or writes the curriculum is your job. Pero itong huwag niyong gagawin, ha? Yung lesson plan na first time mong ginamit, tapos 10 years na yung nakalipas, yun pa rin yung gamit mo. Wala kang pinapalitan na kahit papaano. Wala kang nire-review. Pasa ka lang ng pasa para may maipasa lang, may ipa-check kay school head. Wag, i-review nyo. Okay, and then match, update it. That's the term. Update it. Okay, based on your learners, based on the context, based on the community needs. Next, the curricularist plans the curriculum. Of course, that's why it's lesson planning. Tayo nagpaplano ng lahat. Okay, I'm speaking on the perspective of the teacher as a curricularist. So we plan for the activities. Next, curricularist initiates the curriculum. So when saying initiates, you will be the one to introduce. So may mga bagong program na gusto mong i-inject sa school or integrate sa mga activities and you found it effective, then initiate the curriculum. Introduce it during a meeting. Okay, next, innovates the curriculum. Like what we've said, we always review. We always review the curriculum, we always update. And there are some points that we need to be innovative. We need to be creative in updating. Baka puro pa-test mo na lang is paper pen test. Ang manyo kanore nga naking kaka-paper pen test na lang thrill. Okay, you should innovate. Okay, that's what we mean by innovating the curriculum. Okay, pag kulang ang resources, at yan lang ang available resources mo, mag-innovate ka. Find out how are you going to deliver the lesson by means of becoming creative? Kung wala yung resources na yan, anong pwedeng kapalit? That's the question. Implements the curriculum. That's the time when we teach, okay, the plan. We deliver the plan. We execute the plan. And lastly, as a curricularist, you need to evaluate the curriculum. Okay? So etong mga to, hindi to present during pre-Spanish era. Speaking of history, wala naman silang formal plan. Okay, Timoring di Magellan, Lapu-Lapu ne. No man megaral din king eskwela, kung balo ka Magellan. Okay, natuto sila sa pamamagitan ng mga mas nakatatanda sa kanila. It's like transferring of skills. At walang formal plan. Ini-evaluate sila. Baka meron, no? Baka meron in-evaluate, tina-test yung skill nila. Pero yung paper pen test, written in black and white, wala. That's the difference, okay, to the present time. We have everything in black and white. All we have to do is to read. Kaya nga ang teacher, kailangan magbasa ng basa. Katulad ngayon, ha, just to share. For DepEd teachers, busy ang mga DepEd teachers ngayon dahil sa papadating na opening of classes. May ginagawa kaming LDM course. We are enrolled in a course in which we need to learn about everything that we are going to do for this opening of classes. At tanungin nyo man ang mga teachers na nasa public school ngayon, kung kumusta sila, malamang lamang lalaking mood na king karakal, nagagawan daw, pa mag-review. Okay? Kasi sa course na yun, modular siya. No? We have to read a lot of memorandum. We need to read a lot of references about the changes, the modifications they made when it comes to curriculum. Kasi yung curriculum last year, hindi pwedeng gamitin ngayon. Why? It's because of distance learning. Okay? Because of COVID-19. So we need also to update ourselves on their plans. Hindi pwedeng sila lang yung nagpaplano. So again, those are the roles of a teacher as a curricularist. Let's move to the last topic, that's curriculum development in the Philippines. So this refers to the significant events in relation to curriculum development in the Philippines. Iisa-isahin natin yan per period, but on our Zoom, we only have 1 minute. So I think this Zoom time will end. Pasok na lang ulit tayo. O kaya tapusin ko na para tuloy-tuloy na tayo. So I will end the session, not the session. I will end this teleconference and then pasok ulit kayo sa same link for us to resume with another time.